name is Prachi Mohite. Today's date is the 22 October 2024. Today's my topic is a polymorphism. Polymorphism is a fundamental concept in Java. Is a programming particular in an object-oriented programming language. Means oops. It derives from the Greek word polymorphisms, means by having multiple forms, and in the context is of programming. Polymorphism allow method to do a different type based on the object that is active upon enhancing flexibly of the mentality in the code. Polymorphism can be broadly classified into two categories: compile time and polymorphism, also known as the static polymorphism, and runtime polymorphism or the dynamic polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is this type of occur when the methods to be determined a compiler time of the most common forms, including method overloading. Involves defining multiple methods with the same name but different parameters, rather in the type of number. For example, of a function at the can overloaded to the except either integer for the floating point numbers for the floating points number, or operators overloading in a language like C++. Operators can be overloaded to the perform operations on a user defined types. For instance, you might define how the plus operators work from a custom vector class. Runtime polymorphism, that this type occurs when the methods to the invoked or the determined at the runtime. This is the typically active runtime polymorphism. This type of the occur when the method to the invoked the determined at the runtime. This is the typically active through method overriding. This is occur when a subclasses provides specific implementations of a methods that is already defined in the superclass. The decision about which method is made during runtime based on the object as actual type rather than the type of the reference interface and the abstract classes. In many OOPS language, interface of the abstract classes allow for the defining methods that must be implementation by the any subclasses. That static methods implementations is determined in the runtime. Benefits of the polymorphism. Polymorphism offers server advantage in a software development. Code reusability. By the using polymorphism, developers can write more than generic and reusability. For example, a single function can handle version types of object, reducing randomly for each of the maintenance. Change can be made to the implementations of the methods in the subclasses without affecting the code that uses the base classes promoted either maintains and enhancement. Flexibility. Polymorphism code can work with the new classes that implementation existing interface without requiring changes to the code that user does implement interface. supporting the open close principle of the software designing, improved readability, code that employs polymorphism as often more than including that the answer to the read of the this is the polymorphism. Thank you.